Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another episode of the Pokemon Red Nuzlocke here on my channel. I'm Silly Ram. And yeah, hopefully you're here after having seen the previous episode, which hopefully you enjoyed. And here we go. Good start to the video. Clicked out of the Visual Boy Advanced window there. But yeah. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming to check out the video. Really, really, really appreciate it. And yeah, hopefully today I'll be a little less rambly and a little more, little clearer with my words. But yeah, we're back. And today, let's get a little recap. Let's get a recap of our team really quick. So, we have our starter, Angela the Tangela, who is looking bulky, and I love it. She's fantastic already. Next we have Woody the Spearow, Woody the Woodpecker, of course. And last but not least, we have Heritage, our Pidgey. So, going strong with some vines and a couple of birds. So yeah, we're gonna see what we can do this episode. I think before we go do that rival battle in the west, right over in that direction, I'm gonna go catch some more Pokemon. Because there is a couple of encounters that are currently available to us. So let's go ahead and head up. And in the meantime, I realized last episode that I was using a lot of like, oh, sorry. Let's see what this is. Okay, well, at least it's level 5, I guess. That's a good thing. Alright, I mean, Rattata is not the greatest of encounters, but I mean, Raticate's pretty strong in this generation, I guess. We'll see how much it does to Tangela. Tangela's so bulky. And we miss. Alright, come on, Tangela. Come on, we need you to just land a vine. Just land one. Just land one. There we go. Alright, so let's lower him down a little bit more. And the beautiful thing about Vine that I didn't really explain last time was, see, when in between turns, I can choose to throw a ball, or I can fight, and the move continues. Which will let me, basically, it keeps the wild Pokemon from being able to move, and it still gives me the freedom to be able to, like, throw a Pokeball or use a potion if I wanted to. And speaking of Pokeballs, let's go ahead and throw one at this little rat right now. Stay in there. Yeah, there we go. Rattata was caught. Excellent. So the mono-normal type team is coming through. We already read this in the last episode, because that was a potential starter. Now, let's see a nickname for Rattata. I'm not entirely sure. I feel like I had something good for Raticate. I think I'll call you Overbite. Yeah, Overbite sounds good. Got those big old teeth hanging out of the front of your mouth. Gotta get you some braces, man. Alright, so Overbite the Rattata. I'm gonna write that down really quick so I don't forget. Rattata. Overbite. Okay. And just gonna double check what route we're on so I don't forget. We're at Route 2. Okay, good stuff indeed. Alright, so let's head on up a little bit north of here. Let's see what else. Oh, we could have gotten a Magikarp. I'm kind of actually happy about Rattata at this point, seeing this. Get that 11 experience, nice and powerful. Experience battling a fish, useless fish. Now, obviously, we're gonna have to go through Viridian Forest here to get to our next, or the next town, and then ultimately the gym, the first gym in the game. But for right now, we're just gonna get our encounter, and then we'll head back down. And it's a Weedle. That's not terrible. That's not terrible. It's pretty good early. Oh god, please don't. Please don't Poison Sting me. I need to land a bind so we don't get poisoned. Thank you, Angela. Nice critical hit to start things off, not bad. Is that another crit? Okay, I thought it was another crit. I was gonna be amazed. Alright, let's throw a ball at this thing. Here we go. Stay in there. Nice. There we go. Now I have to think of a nickname for Weedle. Let's see though. It's a hairy bug that is often found in forests eating leaves. It has a sharp, venomous stinger on its head. Give a name to Weedle? Yeah, I want to give a name to Weedle. I just don't know what yet. Actually, I'll call you Needlebee. I know that's not super creative, but it kind of rolls off the tongue. Needlebee. Like, I like that. I like it a lot. So we have Needlebee, our new Weedle from Viridian Forest. So not bad, not bad. So we got a couple of new encounters here. Our team's looking a little more diverse now that we have a bug poison type, which isn't too bad. Has poison sting already. So I think out of looking at this group of mons that we have right now, I think I want to keep Spearow and probably Weedle. Because Weedle as a Beedrill could be really, really useful. And then I know that Spearow and eventually Fearow gets pretty decent level up moveset in this game. Overbite and Heritage probably won't need you for the time being, but I'm sure we'll have a need for them later on when we start getting destroyed by other trainers and other wild Pokemon. But yes, on that note, let me go ahead and explain the way a Nuzlocke works for those of you that may be unclear or just maybe have never really like tried or like heard anything about Nuzlocke challenges before. Basically, it's kind of like playing on hard mode, or it's sort of a hard mode for this game, insofar as you know, the most basic form of it, which is what I'm doing here, involves 3 major rules. So the first rule is that you're only allowed to catch the first Pokemon that you encounter on any given route or in any given city, area, etc. And so that's why it was super important for me to catch these Pokemon as we found them. Because like that Magikarp that we saw after we caught Rattata, I could have caught that if I wanted a Gyarados over Eradicate, but that would be only if I was playing casually. Since I'm playing by Nuzlocke rules, I have to stick with the Rattata, who is going in the box for now because don't really need it. And so, that being said, some of the other rules that, or some little side notes along with that rule to note are 2 different clauses. There's one called Duplication Clause, or just known as dupes, which basically means if you've already caught, like for example, we just caught a Weedle, and if we run into another Weedle as our first encounter on any given route, then we can essentially re-roll. Like we can run from the battle, we can just knock out the Weedle, and then attempt to find a different Pokemon that we don't already have, or that we haven't already caught at some point in the game. So that's Dupes Clause. And the sort of the other side of that coin is Species Clause, which basically means if you encounter a Pokemon that is in the same evolutionary line as something that you already have caught, so like if we ran into a Kakuna or even a Beedrill, then I could pass that and try to find another encounter. So these clauses are... Oh, X-Defend. That's kind of a little bit worthless, not gonna lie. Sell that for some money later. But yeah, basically... sorry, what was I saying? Species Clause, right. Basically, Dupes Clause and Species Clause are not mandatory, but it helps to create some diversity in potential team builds. So we're gonna stick with it. We're gonna go with it, I think. I really like using those rules. Yes, Kakuna. Perfect. All you're gonna have is Harden. Woody is gonna have a field day with this battle. Go ahead and peck the crap out of this guy. Get the fat experience. But anyway, so that's the first rule and sort of its little nuances. The next, and probably the most distinct, or like the most characteristic rule of a Nuzlocke is that any Pokemon that faints is, from there on out, considered dead. It's considered unusable. And you can either just completely release the Pokemon, or what I like to do is open a box in the PC and put quote-unquote dead Pokemon in that box. Just kind of like, I don't know, I like to look back and say, like, if I manage to beat the Nuzlocke, then it's like, oh, look at all the Pokemon that helped us along the way, you know? But yeah, fainted Pokemon is, from that point on, unusable. It is illegal to use, and that's part of the challenge. If at any point I run out of Pokemon to use, or if I black/white out in a battle, which means all my Pokemon faint in any given battle, then the run is over. The Nuzlocke is over. Can no longer continue, and we have to restart from the very beginning. And at that point, I would re-randomize, and we would try it again. Hopefully it won't come to that, but it's not at all impossible. In fact, it's very likely that that will happen, because this game is just full of surprises. So those are the two major rules. One Pokemon per route. Fainted Mon is a dead Mon. Mon is short for Pokemon, if you haven't already caught on to that. And then the last rule, which you've probably already noticed from how I've been playing so far, you must nickname every Pokemon that you catch in order to establish sort of like more emotional ties to it. Because if I had this Spearow and I sent it into battle without a nickname, then I wouldn't have any real personal connection to it. Like, I would just be like, oh, if it faints, whatever, then I'll just use a better Pokemon next time. But now it has the name Woody, and now I'm actually kind of attached to it, because right now it's doing some serious work. And if Woody were to faint, I would be really upset. Not gonna lie. Like, I would actually be pretty disheartened if he fainted to getting poisoned by a Weedle and we don't have time to get into a Pokemon Center or something like that. But yes, that is the rundown of the rules. It's basically how this game works. And yeah, so hopefully I won't forget anything while we're mid-game and make some kind of a mistake. Yeah, that's what we're working with. And if I miss something, if I forget something, if a Pokemon faints and I don't acknowledge it for whatever reason, or if I catch two Pokemon on the same route, be sure to blast me in the comments so I can know, so I can like fix the situation in the next episode. But yeah, that's basically how it works. And from here on out, we're just going to be fighting all the trainers in this forest because we need to get some levels on these Pokemon. Luckily, we're facing a Magikarp right now, so Weedle can just be in here, no threat of dying, and just get some easy experience. I'm going to speed this up. There we go. Easy. Defeated Ace Trainer. That's right. Trainer names are also randomized. So there's Ace Trainers right in the beginning of the game. They're a pretty tough trainer class if you're not familiar with this game. Yes, that is a beautiful find. As we mentioned before, items are also randomized, so that's perfect. Max Potion is great. In fact, any healing item is great to find. But let's go ahead and keep on trudging through these woods here. So far, it hasn't been too bad. I mean, we've got our red button of Angela if we come up against something that's too strong for us. Pretty soon Woody's gonna just be one-shotting everything with Peck. Like, watch this Metapod. He's dead. You're dead, kid. Alright, you're almost dead. Two-shot. Big difference. There we go. And Woody gains some levels. Hopefully, nope. Okay, not enough, but pretty soon, pretty soon. And I'm thinking, I don't want to be over-leveled at any point in the game, because then it's just not fun. It's like, it's not a challenge anymore, it's just boring. And then we're just going through the motions. Ice Heal. That's actually pretty useful in this version, because getting frozen is the worst, the absolute worst possible status ailment, and Rare Candy is great. Let's go ahead and use that now. Let's see who needs it most. You need 107, but I know you're like halfway through level or something. You need 138. Let's use it on Angela. Let's go ahead and use it on Angela. I think I'm gonna try to use Rare Candies, like, just as I pick them up. on whoever needs it the most, just because it'll be useful that way, and so that we're not hoarding rare candies and then just like buff up a Pokemon in the middle of the Elite Four or something. Granted, if we make it that far, but anyway. Here we go. Ace Trainer sends out the Weedle. Level 9? I'm actually a little bit scared right now. Woody, you need to do the work right now. Alright, we're two-shotting this thing. String shot? You failed! You dead! Oh, speed tie. Please don't poison me. Alright. There we go, Woody. Are you serious? The lowest of rolls, man. Why did we get minimum damage just now? It's alright, it's alright. Woody's doing work. Oh, it's so close to a level. I think he needs 8 more experience. That's so unfortunate. Alright, well, we made it. We made it through the forest, basically. I'm gonna find one more battle for Woody here. Just to push him over the edge. Here we go. We should be able to win this pretty easily. Here we go. Knock him out. Bop. Get out of here, Weedle. And level 8. There we go. Now, I don't know Tangela's level up moveset. I don't know how early I'm going to be getting Vine Whip. Because I assume that would be the first grass move we'd get. But that's going to be... Actually, no, it doesn't matter because the gym is randomized. But on the off chance that we come across a fighting type, or not a fighting type, a rock type Pokemon, having Vine Whip on Tangela... Just having Stab on Tangela at all would be super useful. It's just a lot of utility, a lot of coverage for our team, because right now we're kind of lacking. But, let's just see what happens. I think I want to get everyone... I want to get at least Woody and Angela up to level 10 before we go inside. So let's go grind that up really quick. Let's just see what we're working with in this grass. Ooh, Nidoran, girl. Also, just for the record, this route is, in fact, the same route as where we caught, our Rattata earlier in the episode. It just extends beyond, oh my god, don't put me to sleep. Please. Come on, Woody. Woody, please. Woody. Woody. Wake up. Come on. Stop singing me. Thank you. Oh my goodness. That was so obnoxious. Also, again, I apologize for the really obnoxious speed up sound. Also, that Zubat just reminded me that there's actually something we need to do down south. So let's go ahead and just take up some Magikarp real fast, like. There we go. Actually, yeah, we're gonna fight this because Kakunas are worth quite a bit of experience, since they are an evolved Pokemon. Yeah, that Zubat reminded me, we have a rival battle that we need to go do before we do anything crazy up north in Pewter City. So, let's go ahead and head back down. That'll be some good training. Hopefully that'll push us over the levels that I wanted. And then we'll be good to go for the gym itself. So yeah, let's see what we can do. Level 6 Metapod, bulky as anything, that's fun times. There we go. Angela still didn't get a level. That's kind of unfortunate. There we go. I'm so sorry. The speed up button makes the music just sound so awful. I'm really sorry. But it's just so inconvenient to not use it. It's just so much faster this way. I'm sorry. Please don't flame me too hard over this. It's a necessary evil. Come on, Tangela. Do the damage. Yes. All right, level 9. Perfect. Still didn't get any new moves, but it's all right. It's all right. We'll work with what we've got. We know that Woody just learned Leer as well, so in case anyone tries to set up on us, we can just drop that defense and peck away. But yeah, let's go ahead and heal up, and we're gonna go attempt to not get absolutely destroyed by our rival really quick. Luckily, I think at this point his Zubat should only have Leech Life and Confuse Ray, or Supersonic rather. So I think we're safe actually to start with Needlebee and let Needleby get some experience from this battle. Oh. Okay, apparently we're battling Pidgey first. It's good to know. Why is this Pidgey doing so much damage? Jeez, calm down. I'm too lazy to go back. We're just gonna use this. We have money for potions. We don't really need them right now. But first, I'm gonna save the game, because it's just something that I've always done before rival battles, before any, you know, big events in the game. It's good to save, just so you don't lose any of that progress that you've made so far. But let's go. Let's get it.
Hey, JC! You're going to Pokemon League? Forget it, you probably don't have any badges. The guard won't let you through. He didn't let me through either, because I'm a scrub. But by the way, didn't your Pokemon get any stronger?
Yeah, dude, they sure did. Let's see what you got. You're gonna have 2? There you go. Rattata. Okay, okay, we can deal with the Rattata. Level 9 Rattata is actually kind of scary early game. Let's see, Angela, I need you to be bulky. Take this hit. Oh, okay, that was a critical hit. We're fine. Don't tail whip me, please. I only have 1 potion. This is not great. This is not great. Oh, it's gonna hurt. That's like, stop critting me, please. Another critical hit? Come on now. We need this bind to last for like 3,000 years. No! We're playing really dangerously here. I need to heal. I need to heal. Alright, that's it. That's all we got. What? Wait a minute. That's so broken. The bind continued and I used a potion? That's actually so unfair. Alright, but Angela came through, as I knew she would, so thank God for that. Alright, Needleby. Let's get in here, let's get some experience. It's only level 8. It's not as strong as I was expecting, so that's good. Woody should be able to make pretty quick work of this. We could even throw out a Leer, just to make sure that we get that defense drop. Apparently all it's got is leech life, so we're golden. We're good to go. Hit him with that peck. How much is it gonna do? Wow, over half, not bad, not bad. And 1 more should do it. Here we go. And you're dead. Needleby, any levels? Yes, level 5. Looking good, looking good. Alright.
You just lucked out.
Give me that money. Kid better have my money.
I heard Pokemon League has many tough trainers. I have to figure out how to get past them. You should quit dawdling and get a move on.
Yeah, well, you should stop being a scrub. But that's not gonna happen anytime soon. Well, what do we got? What do we got? A Squirtle? Oh, I could have caught a Squirtle. And instead I got a Pidgey. I could have got a Squirtle in this grass. I love Squirtle. Oh, that makes me so sad. That's the beauty and the irony. I don't know if that's irony, but that's the plus side and the downside, the pro and con of randomizing your game. Sometimes you'll find amazing things, like sometimes you'll start the game with a Tangela, and sometimes you'll come across a Squirtle after the point where you can't catch it anymore. So, it's whatever, it's whatever. Our squad's looking pretty good as it is. Pretty unique, I think. Tangela, Spearow, and Weedle. It's an interesting combination. But let's go ahead and heal up real quick. And I think we'll trek on back up to Pewter City, and then probably call it quits just before we go inside the gym. We got a lot done this episode. Got a couple of encounters. I finally explained how this game works, and we did a rival battle. So we've actually done a lot. We've already done a lot. So I'm just gonna speed up through here, unless we run into something like this, in which case we're gonna definitely, wow, that critical hit, that did so much. Alright, a Metapod, we can stay in on this with Needlebee. We're gonna have to speed through it though, because, wait, Poison is super effective on Bug in this generation. I totally forgot about that. That's actually really nice for us. Not that we need that coverage, because Woody can just one-shot any bug type, but that's still good to know. That's really good to know. I did not even realize that, so let's go ahead and heal up again. I don't know if I'm going to go directly into the gym. I think I want to have level 10s before we go in there. At least 2 Pokemon at level 10. But I think that we are indeed going to call that a part. So that's the end of episode 2. Next time we're gonna be going into the gym. We're gonna see what levels the gym trainer has, and then based on that, we'll see about the gym leader himself. Got to keep in mind it's gonna be randomized. I don't know what an Onyx is gonna randomize here. That's kind of scary. Hopefully it's not anything that's gonna destroy us completely. But until then, keep an eye out. I'm not sure when I'll be uploading this or the next episode. I don't know what kind of schedule I'm gonna have for this, if at all. But more than anything, thank you so much for sticking through this video and for having watched the first one, if you did. But yeah, thank you so much. I hope that you're enjoying this so far as much as I am, because I am just... Oh, this is so much fun, because it's like, it gives me a whole new reason to play Pokemon again. Like, I love playing on the new generation and just like building competitive teams and stuff like that, and it's a lot of fun, but it's not as fulfilling anymore. And now this is actually like a really cool, it feels like a really cool little like side project that I'm doing, like just a little hobby when I'm done with work, just kick it at home, have some fun with Pokemon, relive my childhood a little bit. But yeah, thank you for watching. And, you know, if you're enjoying this, keep an eye out for the next episode. But yeah, I guess that's it for now. I'll see you all next time. Peace out.